the ocean. Caravan full of cars, neighborhood stars. Up the boulevard we go till we can't go no more. It's me and...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And now running right through it. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 76 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, Luck. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11.
Detroit! Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Hurry up.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So possession one ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3-and-out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-and-out. I went 3-and-out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Luck. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on third down, Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
1st and goal here from the 2. Here's a run with Mixon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And Catanzero's kick is right through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a first down following that long gain. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. From the 50, it's Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, Locke. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Colts send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And the back goes into motion. They'll set up to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
first and 10. Locke lets it go for Nelson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a... And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jordan Willis in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Now let's go. No, check. Over. Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12.
Set. 319. 319. 26 months. No. Check. Patriot. Over. Good. Now let's go. Check 15. Check.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. To throw on second down is Locke. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Colts on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off of play action, Luck. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Willis able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Out of the gun, Luck. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They snap it to Luck. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, the ball on the 2 here. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. The play clock's running down. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Love. Caught by Nelson left side. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10, Luck again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So on 1st down, it's Long. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Throwing again is Lott. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Lott. Eluding the pressure. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alex Anzalone able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run out of them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defense in front.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On second down, here's Locke. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Third and long, it's Locke. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run here with Mixon. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's locked. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Willis in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Luck. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
3rd down. Here's rolls. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.